for me, on day one, I will commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht. He's already served 11 years. We're going to get him home.
That was then candidate Donald Trump making a campaign promise at the Libertarian Party National Convention to pardon Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht. In 2011, Ulbricht set up his website on the dark web. It was called Silk Road. It became a hub for people to sell lots of things, among them drugs, weapons, and, believe it or not, murder-for-hire services. Now, Ulbricht didn't do any of those things. He just provided the place on the web in which those transactions, often or almost exclusively paid for in cryptocurrency, could be transacted. In 2015, he received 2 life sentences, which many in that Libertarian Party convention you just saw thought was excessive. The FBI once referred to Silk Road as, quote, the most sophisticated and extensive criminal marketplace on the internet. Technology reporter David Yaffe-Bellany is covering Ulbricht for the New York Times and joins us now. David, it's great to have you with us. For those who are just catching on to this story, had never really heard anything about Silk Road or Ross Ulbricht, paint a picture for us.
Sure. So Ross Ulbricht was a kind of crucial figure in the early history of cryptocurrencies. He created this platform where people could buy and sell drugs. You could have drugs basically sent to you via the postal system, and you would pay for it in Bitcoin, which would keep those transactions anonymous. Eventually, he was caught and ended up with that double life sentence that you alluded to before.
And did this website and Ulbricht's involvement make him something akin to a folk hero among libertarians or libertarian-inclined ideologues in this country?
Yes, absolutely. Ross was a libertarian himself. He espoused libertarian ideals, and the project of the Silk Road sort of corresponded with some of the ideas of the movement. And so he was embraced by libertarians, especially when he received a sentence that even many kind of neutral legal experts considered unusually harsh for what he did.
And what did he actually do that led to this sentencing?
So what he was charged with doing was creating this platform where drugs were distributed over the internet. And there were some other charges as well. There were also accusations that he solicited people to commit murders on his behalf. He was never actually charged with that, though it did affect his sentence. And there's no evidence that those murders were actually committed. But that aspect of his behavior certainly had a major contribution on his public reputation and the sentence that he ultimately received.
And I know libertarians believe, hey, look, if people want to take drugs, it's their right. But there were some significant harms that arose from transactions, drug transactions on Silk Road, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, the federal prosecutors attributed 6 deaths to drugs that were sold on Silk Road. You had parents of those people, speaking during the court proceedings about the effect that Silk Road had on their lives. I mean, he's a man who committed very serious crimes. There's no question about it.
And what do you think this tells us, this pardon, about maybe the political popularity of Ross Ulbricht or the libertarian movement, or is it more about an association from this new president returning to office and cryptocurrency itself?
I think it offers some major insights into how Trump operates. If you can get close to him, you can advocate for this sort of stuff. So in his announcement that he was issuing this pardon, he sort of thanked the libertarians for voting for him. So clearly it was a gesture to that movement. And, this is something he promised to do on the campaign trail when he spoke at a Bitcoin conference and was trying to appeal to that constituency as well. So it's a reflection of kind of 2 groups that he's sort of allied himself with, during his latest rise to power.
David Yaffe-Bellany, the New York Times, thank you so very much.